Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. So, the Attorney General that this present administration have, Pam Bondi, actually went on national television to call Jasmine Crockett out. Why? Because she actually said that people should boycott Tesla and Elon Musk, right? So she is saying that Jasmine Crockett should actually tread with caution and that they are going to protect Elon Musk with everything they have and all that. And then Crockett might end up getting sanctioned and all that. And I am asking, what is wrong with this present generation and administration? Because if you are not seeing anything wrong with this administration, what they are doing, then you are on a very long thing. That is what you are. And seeing people that look like me blame Jasmine Crockett and telling her that she is doing too much, that she talks so loud, that she pretends to be educated, but her mouth is going to put her in problem, also means that you all are part of the problem. Because if you all elected Jasmine Crockett to be your spokesperson, and she has really been doing this job amazingly great because I have been following her up. How is she inciting problem and all that for calling out people to boycott? See, that company needs to be like people should boycott it. And like some people are just way out of order. But you know what? Let's get.
Okay, Attorney General Pam Bondi is really coming for Jasmine Crockett right now, and I don't like it. Let's get into it.
And Maria, now you have this Congresswoman Crockett who is calling for attacks on Elon Musk on her birthday. Let's take him out on my birthday, she says. And yet she turns and says, oh, I'm not calling for violence. Well, she is an elected public official. And so she needs to tread very carefully because nothing will happen to Elon Musk. And we're going to fight to protect all of the Tesla.
Y'all already know Jasmine Crockett came quickly with a clapback and also clarification that she was not calling for violence.
That I have never promoted violence whatsoever, yet I've also never made excuse for those violent actors such as the ones on January 6th. So Pam Bondi, if you have an issue with terrorism, maybe you should talk to your boss about locking back up those guys that he let out that participated in January 6th.
But yeah, at the end of the day, Jasmine Crockett made a great point, and free speech is free speech. You're not about to threaten her because she's telling people to boycott Tesla. Like, come on.
So this is Representative Jasmine Crockett, and she is her. And this blonde, bad-built, butch-body bitch, too, is Pam Bondi, and she is the Attorney General appointed by Donald Trump. This is her, Jasmine Crockett, and this is a snow roach. So this snow roach, in her authority as Attorney General of the United States, decided to threaten Jasmine Crockett for speaking out against Elon Musk.
Maria, now you have this Congresswoman Crockett who is calling for attacks on Elon Musk on her birthday. Let's take him out on my birthday, she says. And yet she turns and says, oh, I'm not calling for violence. Well, she is an elected public official. And so she needs to tread very carefully because nothing will happen to Elon Musk. And we're going.
The irony. The irony of an Attorney General of the United States appointed by Donald Trump talking about somebody making violent threats against somebody else, which Jasmine Crockett did not do. But the irony is not missed on us. So if this administration, through its mouthpiece, Snow Roach, Pam Bondi, wants to threaten the free speech of Jasmine Crockett, I know a lot of you all are sitting out doing nothing, but the rest of us that are still fighting, I need you all to join me to send a message. And that message is going to be clear. We don't play about Jasmine Crockett. Now, fuck around and find out. Let's get it.
We have some big news right now. Attorney General Pam Bondi is warning Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, telling her to, quote, tread very carefully following her recent remarks voicing support for Elon Musk to be, quote, taken down. Bondi said, quote, she, referring to Crockett, is an elected public official, so she needs to tread very carefully because nothing will happen to Elon Musk, and we're going to fight to protect all the Tesla owners throughout this country. Jasmine Crockett has repeatedly spoken out against Elon Musk and in favor of Tesla boycotts. Now, she has never called for violence at a Tesla dealership by any means, but she has said that she wants to see Elon, quote, taken down. And as a result, Pam Bondi in the Attorney General's office is actively warning Crockett about her language. Crockett has repeatedly said that her calls for action were non-violent. Bondi doubled down on her determination to rein in Tesla protests, saying, quote, we're not coming off these charges. We're looking at everything, especially if this is a concerted effort. I'll do a full breakdown on my Substack shortly, so be sure to subscribe for free at the link in my bio and follow along for all the news you need to know about. We have some big news right now. Attorney General Pam Bondi is warning Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett.
Not Pam Bondi out here, our Attorney General, threatening the Jasmine Crockett, telling her that she needs to tread very carefully. And baby, that very is very important, because when you say very, oh, you mean something there. But I told y'all last year when they were, considering her and whatnot, and her name kept coming up, I was like, y'all need to pay attention. I said, because that lady is a problem. My DC attorneys, do not forget that y'all have y'all big one going on right now that you need to be paying attention to, because her brother is absolutely trying to be over the DC Bar Association. So y'all need to pay attention. We done talked about this. Let me know if you need me to send you that video. But anyways, she's upset because Jasmine, at the end of the day, is what? An attorney. She's going to do, what she's going to do. Protect her people. And that means all of the constituents out here that look to her for advice. And it's not that she was even given, legal advice personally. She was just saying, as, being smart. If you're going to go out here and you're going to exercise your First Amendment rights, you need, aka protesting, you need to seek legal counsel. And I know a lot of people are just like, what in the world? We're just going out there to hold up a couple of signs. Y'all, this shit is really a lot more complex than a lot of people don't understand. You need permits. You need a whole lot of things. But however, she was telling people to seek legal counsel so that, they're aware, because each municipality has their own rules regarding. And I know this, don't ask. But you also, that is a good thing to already have, just in case you get arrested, because arresting, can absolutely happen with just the greatest intentions. And then you also need to understand that there are certain, laws that were passed that if people gather and then somebody else do something, and how people can be charged. She was literally just telling people, look, make sure you seek legal counsel so that you're prepared and everything. She wasn't, doing anything, nefarious or whatever. But of course, Bondi tried to make it seem like that because Jasmine gets all the sound bites. She gets all the attention on her. And she was just like, oh, she needs to tread very carefully because, she's using her platform to basically engage people in doing. No, you want to talk about engaging people? We'll talk about the J6ers. That was engaging those people to go over there and do that. The people who, bought the buses and all the things, that was engaging those people to do that. This is telling people to protect yourself because, unfortunately, you can be arrested trying to exercise your First Amendment right. But again, all this is they wanted the low-hanging fruit. They wanted people to get angry. They want y'all to go out there, cause a ruckus so they can just say, oh, it's so much civil unrest, we have to invoke martial law. And I've talked to you all about April 20th because so many people have asked me about that. And, if you need me to send you that video, we could talk about it again if we need to. 20th is fast approaching. And then I do know that, April the 5th, that some of you all are going out here and protesting. Power to the people. Y'all go do what y'all got to do. But again, please be careful. Please be smart. Please be safe. Because we also understand that right now we're in the rules of folks not playing fair. So you need to protect yourself and find you some of these attorneys. I know that there's a lot of attorneys that, are lending their services and their expertise to people so that they can safely exercise their First Amendment right. Find these people. Again, y'all, find your community.
One person we don't play about is Jasmine Crockett. So Miss Pam Bondi, you can keep your threats to yourself, because what you mean threat lightly? What you gonna do to her? You already silenced one person. You're not about to do it to her. She's not the one or the two. And she didn't tell those people to destroy Tesla. People been doing it on their own. She didn't tell people to return their Tesla, or she didn't tell the stocks to go down on Tesla. Elon did that to himself when he got involved in politics. So don't come out here like threatening people. She's not the one, all right? And we don't play about her. So you can keep that comment to yourself. Like, you care more about this freaking company than people. Like, you really want to, like, you're protecting this guy, Elon, over the American people. I don't know what he got over y'all, but at this point it's giving weird vibes. Like, y'all go above and beyond to protect this guy that nobody elected over the American people. Unfortunately, the ones that elected y'all. Like, are we for real right now?
Attorney General Pe0ple warned Jasmine Crockett, like, really? You know, these people have no low that's too low to go. And the funny thing about it is, Jasmine Crockett is calling for Elon Musk to stay out of U.S. government affairs. I mean, that's not unreasonable. I mean, if it were someone else, they would have never allowed this. And to me, when you say you are warning someone to tread carefully, that doesn't sound like a warning to me. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like a threat. So Pe0ple, are you threatening Jasmine Crockett? And you know, the thing about it is, Jasmine is like, these people, you know, they like to go rogue. Rules do not apply. And I have never in my lifetime seen such unhinged, untethered control. Like, these folk have lost it. Like, they really are trying to usurp their authority to really bring down the people who are really standing for justice, standing for democracy. Like, why would it be okay for Elon Musk to have his hands in the affairs of the government? Like, he is not even an elected official. Get him out of there. Get him out of there. All of this is so completely wrong. And Jasmine Crockett, who has been not only an advocate, an attorney, and a legislator, like making laws, this woman knows what she is talking about, and she is absolutely right. She is absolutely right. And so all of these cards that they're trying to play and trying to dismantle our democracy and create some level of, I don't know. I don't even know what to call it anymore. You know, I had several words before, but now I don't even know what to call it. It is all wrong. And we as a people have a role to play in making sure that we are standing up for what is right, that we are using our voices, and that we are making sure that our families and our loved ones are protected. And whatever that means, it means starting at the ballot box. But now I don't even know what to say about the ballot box, because even that is questionable at this point. Lord have mercy. That's all I've got to say, you guys. Lord have mercy. What do you think? Put it in the comments, because I don't even know what to think anymore. Like, there are no rules. If there are no rules, then there's no accountability. And if there's no accountability, there are no repercussions. And that, my friends, is scary. What do you say?
Jasmine Crockett has done it again. She's went on national TV and stated verbatim that the only thing she wants for her birthday, which coming up March 29th, is to bring Elon Musk down. Now, she did try to come back and re-clarify it, but in the days where people are doing violent things to Tesla, setting their cars on fire, and just doing all these violent acts, there's no way as a public servant, someone that worked in Congress, that she should have went on TV and made that statement. Timestamp. I know you guys say she's a very educated person, but a very educated person will not put themselves in that position, because now if anything happened, it's going to be blamed on her, as it should. Because if she going to roll with the big dogs and sit at the grown people table, you don't make immature kiddie moves like that. Watch what you say, especially when it comes to on national TV. Now, Pam Bondi has came out and stated and basically told Jasmine Crockett to slow your roll. Jasmine Crockett, politics is politics. You gotta know how to play the game if you want to be in it. But her supporters have blew her head up, and she's thinking that she's more than she is. And my advice to you, girl, you better stop it.
Jasmine Crockett's big mouth is finally starting to get her in trouble. Jasmine Crockett has said everything from the U.S. citizens do not need a $5,000 Doge dividend check and that it would not do us any good, to the people down south are broke. We're broke. But now she is going after Elon Musk. On her birthday, she made a call to action that U.S. citizens need to take Elon Musk down. Now, Jasmine Crockett, I don't know if you meant that as a threat, but it sounded like a threat to me. Pam Bondi called Jasmine Crockett out on this, saying that if she don't watch her actions, she could be possibly facing some legal actions behind her statement, because her statement sounded like she is sending a personal threat to Elon Musk, who has done nothing but try to help this country. So you might want to tread lightly, Jasmine Crockett, because your mouth is finally starting to write checks you can't cash.
Donald Trump knows how weak he is. Donald Trump knows that the courts are finally pushing back, and Donald Trump sees the Democratic Party rising up with on-the-ground support across the country, and so he is responding in the only way he knows how, threatening members of Congress. And he did just that to Jasmine Crockett over her calls to protest Elon Musk, something that you'd think that the First Amendment president would understand, but of course not. And then Jasmine Crockett responded. And oh boy, does that have Donald Trump upset. We are going to get into all of it, but before we do, if I could quickly ask you to leave a like on this video, and if you haven't already and you enjoy our channel, to hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way, and it really does mean a lot to me. Now let's hear Jasmine Crockett respond to Donald Trump's AG threat in this interview. Republicans can really just spare me with this outrage over threatening Tesla and Elon Musk and these protests and so on and such. And sure, it is not great that people have lit Teslas on fire. I don't know if we can actually confirm if people lit those Teslas on fire, considering that they just blow up on their own. Not something to laugh about if people get hurt, but Elon Musk stock is also on fire, as we have reported many a times gleefully on the show. But it's so ridiculous that these people who are currently protesting the Snow White movie, Bud Light, like anything else, books that they also light on fire, by the way, they have a problem with protest of Elon Musk. And I consistently hear this thing, when have we ever seen such protest? And it's a ridiculous notion that this is a novel protest for no reason. No, it's also a novel idea that the richest man in the world would be able to buy the government and the presidency to what? Pour more billions of dollars into his company. So maybe there's a reason that we're responding, and the hypocrisy is just so blatant. Jessica Tarloff called it out right here, and I want to just take a look.
Really,
Jessica is so spot on. Republicans are still furious that a trans woman drank a beer. And that led them to blow up, light on fire, protest, attack, mock people who drank Bud Light, even though it was their favorite beer. I don't even understand how they can make the comparison between Dylan Mulvaney just doing an ad on Instagram and Elon Musk literally causing people to lose their lives, their Medicaid, their Social Security, their family members, all to enrich himself and because he wants to play president. These are completely different things. And the reaction, protesting Tesla, returning them, not wanting to buy them, and calling out Elon is perfectly justified. But obviously Republicans are never going to understand that, and thus we will call them out for it. And if you want to support that, as always, you can hit that subscribe button, leave a like on this video, and if you stuck around to the end, you can drop a blue heart in the comments. And until next time, I'll see you soon.
Hey, Black Trump supporters, what y'all gonna do when no white folks tell y'all can't use their bathroom or eat at their restaurant, huh? What y'all gonna do then? Run down to Keisha's and Jerome's soul food place? Because Trump is signing an executive order to lift segregation. So what y'all gonna do when them white folks tell y'all to get the fuck on, huh? I even saw a black content creator talking about it's a good thing to get rid of DEI like them motherfuckers ain't black or something. I saw one content creator whose grandmother and grandfather's on Social Security. His whole family is getting food stamps and government assistance, and yet he on here saying that it's a good thing that they cutting all these fucking programs. His whole family on. This how fucked up black mega are. But what y'all gonna do when the white folk tell y'all to get the fuck on? What y'all gonna say? Look at my red hat. Look, I voted for Trump. Look at my red hat. Tell you something. Y'all will never be allowed in their circle. Y'all will never be white people. No matter how much you try, black Trump supporters, you still gonna be a Negro. Just remember that, a fucking Negro. But it's sick to my stomach to watch y'all go against everything that black people has fought for because y'all want to show y'all loyalty to the white man. I always say y'all, I always tell y'all, black Trump supporters are the most dangerous people in the black community because they telling us whose side they on. I'm just asking black Trump supporters, what y'all gonna do when them white folks kick you out their restaurant or tell you gotta go outside and use the bathroom, huh? Because we don't want y'all back in our circle. So if they don't want y'all and we don't want y'all, where y'all gonna turn to, huh? That's how stupid y'all is. Vote against y'all own fucking interests. And I'ma always say it, stay the fuck from around me because y'all too motherfucking dangerous, too ignorant, too stupid to even understand what they doing to all of us. So what y'all gonna do, huh?
Etc. And then Jasmine Crockett has a few words right back to her. Watch it. Here it is.
Just in case the slow people listening decide to click this up later, I just want to say that I have never promoted violence whatsoever, yet I've also never made excuse for those violent actors such as the ones on January 6th. So Pam Bondi, if you have an issue with...
This is all I got from this video, and I am going to take this, the stitches one after the other as much as I can, speak on. I am going to ask, what is the color of those women, those black women that we're talking? What is the color of the problem, right? So because Jasmine Crockett called for boycott of Tesla and his stock, now she is acting unintelligent, or she is loose mouth, or she is being out of order. What is out of order about her calling for the boycott? I am also calling for the boycott. Now let me tell you all something, because majority of you do not even know anything. And when you don't know anything, sit down and let people that are learned or more educated teach you some certain things, right? Because I learn from people too. You were saying that, like she said that $5,000 back then. I remember when she said that $5,000 or $8,000 that you all were expected as what's that called? That it's not money, and she did not lie. She did not lie. Paying you $5,000 that you probably will get once, or $8,000 that you are probably going to get once and not get it again? Is it better than getting a very good job that is secure? Which one is better? Getting a secure, good job. Now, so I am going to ask this. Are you people blind? Are you people not seeing what is going on in the country? Pam Bondi that is calling her to tread with caution. Why is she calling her to tread with caution, as in that you are going to protect Elon Musk? Now, this is to tell you that some people will never, ever be good people. Some people will continue to support that government. Why? Because that is what they stand for, because that is what they do. That is their lifestyle. Because tell me how people are out there supporting what is going on, supporting the atrocities that they are doing. You all are not calling to order, and you're calling them to order. And you are seeing someone that is outspoken, talking about how their policies are affecting everybody and why there is need for them to boycott the company. Why? Because they are causing a lot of harm to people. And you all think calling her out is just the best thing to do. That is to tell you that some people really deserve whoever they voted in for. And that it's on period. I don't know how to say this. I don't know what else to say, but this is just it. And for Pe0ple, like, I expect, like, at this point, I don't know, but you look quite very young, right? You look very young, and I expected someone that looked like you, someone that is very young, to even know better. But no, you all don't even understand what knowing better is all about. That really sucks, sincerely speaking, because looking at the way the government, the way everything is going out, and how life. See, if at this point you are not calling for boycott, you are on your own. You are not doing yourself any good. This is also one of the reasons why I keep telling you people that when it comes to some white women, when it comes to white women speaking for you, that is, do not ever let them talk. Why? Because they will never speak something good. If there is any way they need to go and speak, let them go in their own midst and talk, because that is where they belong. So she decided to go on national television, right, to grant interview, right, to tell people or to tell the world that Jasmine Crockett might get sanctioned for what? For what? For speaking the truth, for speaking people's mind, for speaking people's heart, like, for speaking on behalf of the people that elected her as a congresswoman she is. You already be doing too much. I know what you all are looking for, every possible means or every possible way to bring her down, but that is not going to happen. You heard me right. I am going to draw the curtain here, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.